Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me for another draft here of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I haven't drafted in over a week because of the long holiday weekend, and I assume not much has changed. Last time I was drafting a bunch of 4 and 5 color decks and doing really well, so I'm just going to assume that's still very good, although if aggro is there, I will obviously take an aggro deck. It's just been so closed, and I assume it's still going to be pretty close, so let's just hop in and see what we can do here. It's going to be hard to beat the fun from our last deck with Saheeli and all the fun combos we were doing in win cons, but we'll see if we can have a different kind of fun this time. And we opened Saheeli. We were just talking about her. My last deck had Saheeli in it, and she's pretty broken, so I'm going to take her. She works really well in Jeskai. I think she performs best in Jeskai. It's kind of a shame because this pack has Bricks and Tote in it to go with her, but really, I mean, any creature, any artifact that has flicker value, Saheeli can just pop off and take over a game. Pretty busted. Would love it if one of these white cards came back. But hey, you know, it's good with anything with ETBs. I mean, even the Conservator here would be fine. You know, the Dreadmaw, getting more cards off of dinosaurs, totally be okay in Teamer. I mean, anything with ETBs, Saheeli does a lot of work, so I don't feel like I need to play artifacts, but there are a few artifacts in here we're passing. Notably, only 2 red cards in this pack, and a black card doesn't matter, so we'll see what wheels. The blue's not terribly impressive out of this pack either, so wow. Into a Captain Storm, is that the perfect blue-red start? Maybe. I mean, it's an artifact start, that's for sure. I'm not passing Captain Storm. By me taking Captain Storm to go with Saheeli, it's really important that blue and red become our base colors. So I might take, you know, some 2-drops and 1-drops that are blue or red just to go with these 2 cards, even if they're not the strongest cards in the pack. Hate we're passing another Siren. But yeah, I mean, how do you say no to Captain Storm after you just took Saheeli? Favor's not going to wheel. Probably won't get a good card back on this pack. Doubt Siren will wheel either, so yeah. I expect not to get very good pick 9 or pick 10 after seeing what's in those packs and what we're taking. Ooh. It's a pretty strong plus for green. These 2 green cards are very good on commons, and they're not touched. So Thrashing Brontodon's pretty broken with Saheeli because you can make the copy, pay 1 extra, destroy artifacts and enchantments endlessly with Saheeli. That's pretty great. Pirate's really good with the treasure. I think I'm going to take the Pirate just because it plays with Captain Storm a bit better than the Brontodon. And the Pirate's just so important for my 5-color nonsense cave-ins here. It could wheel, but yeah. Pirate to go with Storm. It's just a perfect 3-drop, right? I'm kind of disappointed I'm passing those 2 dinosaurs, but hey, what are you going to do? What's this? I know it's an artifact thing. Okay. I don't love it. I don't think I want that with my Saheeli. I'd rather just take another Pirate or a Scout that's here. In fact, the Scout is just the best card in the pack, period. It's best common in the format, period. The map triggers Captain Storm. Saheeli can trigger it again. Yeah, it's, I mean, easy Scout since we already have a Pirate. One of these 2. You could take a blue card. You could take the equipment if you really wanted. Or some late dinosaurs going around as well. But I think the device is just really good in an artifact deck, and we kind of have an artifact deck start that's ideal, right? So I can't imagine us not playing artifacts. At the same time, Militia would be very good as well for the same reason. But because device is uncommon, I think I'm leaning towards device. Tough choice, though. Yeah. We all know how good Boulder is with Saheeli. But Beholders you can pick up, like pick 12. Much rather just cut off red by taking this Aid. Battle Trick's very solid, makes a treasure. Probably like it over Boulder here, even though Boulder just is a little bit better. Iron Paw's also just really good, right? Let's just take the trick. Wow, okay. I mean, green's open, right? So green dinos is very open, like egregiously open. This is 100% a sign. I mean, we've noticed it, but now it's definitely for sure. But I don't see any reason to jump into it when we have a perfectly good Pirates. It triggers off of Saheeli. It triggers after Captain. We can endlessly tap down things with stun counters as long as we have one artifact with Saheeli. I mean, there's no reason to branch into green yet because we have a good option in blue, but green's definitely open. In fact, I don't want any of these cards. You could take the Whip. I think you could take the Veteran knowing that green's open. Could just take the Hulk, but I think I'd rather just take Another Chance as the strongest card in the pack. Black's always open, right? I mean, we don't even have to say it. Green is definitely open, but I'm going to take the black card. Another Chance is just really strong. We have things I want to get back. Both red cards are still in the pack. Pick 9. Not a surprise. The blue cards here are the worst of the blue cards that were in the pack. The green cards, whatever. But this is a good 2-drop, and it goes with Saheeli, and it plays in with our artifact theme. I'm going to take the 2-drop here. It's decent. I don't love it. Like, I never end up paying for it. Rarely see somebody actually activate it, but it's good enough. Yeah. Okay. Blunder's a little bit better than Treasure. Buried Treasure, though, I mean, a lot of people say they don't like this card. I love this card. A lot of people don't play this card. This card is a me card, you know. Ramps you early, fixes, and then value later, but Blunder's so much better. I have to take it. Could take an Archaeologist here. Cave in. Gnome. It's probably going to be Gnome, as it's an artifact. We might play it. No surprise, there's some black cards here. Just take a Gnar. Gnar is actually decent if Saheeli copies it. Whip is fine. Not gonna probably play it. Wow. These are just all really unplayable last picks. 6 picks out of pack 1 at the end that were unplayable. Veto. We have a Mural instead. Mural's just really good. I'll go into white for that. The double white on the craft is super awkward with our start, but we're in an artifact deck. We could take Pirate Hat, but no. It's nowhere near the power level of Mural. We could be taking some green cards, right? It's plenty of green cards in this pack that would be worth considering. But, we can force it a little. Let's take the Mural, high upside. Saheeli copying the Mural is also just really good, right? You don't even have to flip it and you still get another 4/4 for 2 mana. It's a good deal. Oh no. Raptor. Should have leaned into green. Is it too late though? Might not be too late. This card's so good at ramping and everything. Problem is double green's just really hard. We have no support in green yet. The saver pick's just the Inverted Iceberg, and it's fine. I mean, it's an artifact. It goes into an artifact deck. It becomes a 6/6 that taps down. It can win games. I don't think I should pass the Iceberg for the Raptor, but this one hurts, right? Like, I think the Raptor has higher upside, but we're just gonna triple down on artifacts, I guess. Jeez. Oh, I just take the whole pack and call it good. Now we need to take something here. I think the red cards, the 2 dinos, are probably better than the Nautilus, but the Nautilus goes better in our deck. You know, with the artifacts and stuff. Raptor's just very good 3-drop. We don't have a lot of 3-drops. It has to be the Nautilus over those red cards, but hopefully like Militia wheels, something wheels, right? If we take this and leave good red cards, maybe one of the red cards will wheel. Chomp, Militia. Chomp's not even good in our deck. There's also just, we don't have a lot of maps yet. But the Diver does some stuff. This is tough. It's kind of a crossroads, isn't it? You know, for our draft. I think Whirlpool also has some say, since we're just very light on removal, right? This is a very important pack. I think I want to take the Militia as a win con, since we have so many artifacts, but I mean, any one of those cards could have been playable. Our Dino deck would have been absolutely stellar. Well, I mean, there's a 3-drop that makes 2 artifacts. I don't think you can get much better for Captain Storm. If we're going for curve out, this is the way we want to go, right? Yep. Looks like the Dino ship has sailed. We're just going to take artifacts. It's fine. It'll be fine. And then we get this pack. Could have had another color. We got Gem Guard or Promising Vein for splashing. Puzzle Door is also fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm making mistakes here. I'm not feeling very excited. I mean, the artifacts we have are strong, but I feel like there's a more exciting deck somewhere in here, right? Maybe I just take the Promising Vein and hope to make it more exciting. I guess we could just take the Gem Guard, double down on white. Maybe white will provide the goods. And then we get a Viper, right? I can't say no to Viper. Yeah, I mean, another chance, and Viper is probably better than both our white cards together, especially if we can consider the Gnar. Very Grixis. And there's the River Guides. I really like River Guides. I think maybe I should take the River Guides over the Buried Treasure. Although Buried Treasure is very good in this deck. But yeah, let's start taking some green. Yeah, okay. Well, I wish I took all those King colors and then wheeled the Dreadmaw, but I'm not going to pass it now. There's a blue dinosaur here if we want to lean more into dinosaurs. Volt doesn't really fix. Yeah, I mean, it's a cycler, it'll get played. Another guide is fine. Just hedging bets towards Teamer. Really, at this point, we could be pretty easily anything with our blue and red if we want. You know? Like if I just separate these into piles for where they belong. These are all pretty close. Let's take another safe pick and just take the artifact that makes 2 artifacts. Although the Cave Diver is quite good. But yeah, let's just be safe and take the colorless card. I think we are going to end up playing 3 colors and we don't have a lot of fixing yet. Might end up in 4, depending. Tough. Don't think I want any of these. Just put that directly in the sideboard. It's an artifact. Put it in the sideboard. That's playable, but we could have had another Galta Saheeli deck. We're not redoing that. We did that last week. And we have a really good take here with the glyph. I'm going to take the glyph over the Siren. But, I mean, that's like the 3rd Siren, 4th Siren we've had to pass. Galta's just way too difficult at this point. If I had taken that Raptor that ramps, we could have had the exact same deck as last week. It would have been so gross. But it's okay. We'll do the glyph. Lean into artifacts. It'll be fine. Might still play black. But this looks fine. Okay. I mean, I don't think I should take Scout. Hatcher's just one of the best cards in the format, and like, we can make green work. We're gonna cut the white for the green in that case, and we'll probably end up cutting the black as well and just going Teamer. For lucky, the Froggle Wheel. You gotta stay open through pack 3 if you wanna get the rewards. Not much here though. Just take a cycler probably. It's fine, it's safe. We need some safe pickup since playing kind of a crazy deck at this point. If there was fixing here that was better than Caverns, I would take it, but cycler's fine. Treasure map is eventually fixing. That's a lot of treasures it makes. I think it's a good card too. It's a little slow, but I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Pick 4 treasure map seems ideal, especially in an artifact deck. It'll help us fix. Yeah, that's fine. We have lots of good targets for Saheeli. Speaking of good targets, crewmate. Crewmate just gets back Captain Storm and some artifacts. It's not actually that exciting in our deck, but still okay. I think I like it better than Torch and better than the Bristleback here. Yeah, just another 2-drop's fine. Maybe it'll draw a card, maybe it won't. Makes our mural a little better, doesn't it? Nothing here. So, what are we gonna do? Echo's an okay, safe flicker target if we want to ditch the green. I think I like that over the Brawler. I don't think I would play the Brawler even if we wanted more green. Then we get it to fossilize. I mean, it's really good. We have some land cyclers. We have Hatcher. We have some other cards I wouldn't mind splashing for black. I think it's reasonable to go 4 color for the black we have. It's good black. It really is. Okay, I'll take the kin color now, Dino, over the Seed Stones, I think. Seed Stones, though, is an artifact. It's close. We have enough land cycles. We have enough dinos. It'll be fine. Ramp, sort of. I mean, I guess we could take another island cycler, but I don't really like it, so. Maybe. Not very exciting picks. I'll just take a card from my collection. I'll take the land, I think, for Discover over the Puzzle Door. Puzzle Door with Saheeli can be good, though. Buried Treasure is very nice. We'll use that. I play Veteran. Okay. Well, I think our deck got there in the end. The fixing's not as good as it could be. But it's nothing to scare me off of this. We have lots of power. And we have a pretty good teamer base. We could make it even tighter and make it just a blue-red base, splashing green, splashing black. We could also just not splash black at all. That's also a very reasonable thing to consider not doing. But, I mean, look at all the treasure we have, right? 4 ways to make treasure. And then some repeat ways after. 4 treasure is a lot. Plus some map. Explore value as well. I mean, I don't mind splashing for multiple colors up top. And even double of a single color that's a little bit off. Like we could cut our green down just a little bit. I think I do want to keep the king color though for the life gain. But 17 creatures, 2 cuts. I mean, this just looks really solid, right? We don't even need the cat. I mean, little light on interaction. I would say the biggest flaw with this deck is that we didn't really get the removal I was looking for. I don't think I saw too much removal. I don't think I passed too much removal. There was a whirlwind that I did, but we're not even playing white. There was a strike I passed, but that would still be a splash, which didn't see a lot of removal in red, did we? No braids, no rock slides that I can recall. So I guess we're just going to be pressuring with creatures then, and hopefully we just have a better board. It's always a little bit awkward when you don't have a lot of interaction. I guess we don't need the Brine Fang. Because we don't have interaction, I do want to keep Defossilize as a way to get something back from the grave. Because we're going to be trading off. I mean, Saheeli flickering, Hatcher flickering, Dreadmaw flickering, any of these is just really good, right? I think we've definitely succeeded in leaning into Saheeli as a win con. Can just get away with one swamp and 4 forests. I like 4 forests for the Dreadmaw, and I do want to get Hatcher on turn. And I'm willing to run 6 and 6 of my main colors to do that. I mean, I'm more than confident running 6 of a main color, especially with all the treasure we have. That's just not something I'm worried about. Looks like a great deck. Let's run it. Only 4 colors today. Could run Mural. Could still run white. There is some space for it. We could play 1 less forest, 1 plains, but I think I'd rather have Dreadmaw and lean into the dino stuff a little bit harder than splashing white. I think if we committed to Teamer sooner on the green open lane, we could have had a better deck here. Played it a little safe in draft to go after the artifact synergies, but maybe that was just too safe. Well, what is this opening hand? This is terrible. I can't keep this. I'm gonna mulligan it. Much better. Ditching an island, I think, here. And we'll just draw into a land. If we don't, we have all 3 of our main colors. We can always land cycle for a mountain if we need to. But I think we're just going to curve out. There's our 1 swamp. Nice. Just keep curving out. Well, they have a bomb. Which means I don't want to run my pirates out quite yet. This makes an awkward turn for me. I guess we can map and then trigger Nautilus, but it's so weak. I mean, what else am I going to do? Red naturally. Now I don't even know if I want to land cycle. I'll just pump. Nice. I don't know what nice. Were they saying nice to my 4 colors, I guess? Yeah. Has to be it. Now they're just gonna pop off. Pirate. Not dino? Well, I guess it wouldn't be a dino attack trigger, would it? Pirate. Where's their blue? I guess they're depending on getting the treasure off the dino attack. Do I even let that happen? I guess we'll start with attacks. I mean, we have aid. No blocks. Okay. Getting them down to 7's a lot. 7. 6 damage, maybe even 8. It's a big turn. Would I rather play it safe and lock down their dino with pirates? Can't do both. Yeah, I mean, let's push damage while we can. So awkward. Guess I'll play out a 2-1. I'm sure they have a trick. They haven't played anything all game. So many ways for them to do like 1 or 2 damage with red. Jeez. Yikes. Okay. That's insane value. Unbelievable. Oh, and they can buff up their... because it's a pirate as well. Did we just lose? Was that us losing right there? It's a decent draw. We might lose though before we can ping them to death. Huh. This is terrible. Because even if I tap down, like, that doesn't do nearly enough. Land cycling eats up my turn too much. But I guess I need to do that. This is awkward. Because now we can at least do like aid plus militia maybe. I wonder if they'll block my Nautilus if I just attack in, because it's such a crazy attack. I mean, I'm pretty dead anyway. They might not block, given the fact that it can pump and do different things. Well, they called my bluff. I don't think we were beating this board anyway. So, yeah. Might as well let it resolve, right? Sometimes you gotta try your bluff. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Oh, do they just have me? They might just have me here, right? Do I have 17 points of damage here? It's close, isn't it? 5, 10. Yeah. It's escalated. 15. Yeah. They have lethal. Ingenuity. Absolute bomb. I mean, look at that. All of that kind of came out at once. Yeah. Two tap downs. Just so gross. We weren't going to beat it anyway. Even if I left Nautilus back, we weren't going to win here. Ingenuity is a bomb. Good deck. Good beats. You only had red land as well, which was kind of funny. We didn't lose because of our mana. We lost because they got Ingenuity going. Happens. It happens. Now all we have to do is take our really super good deck and do something stupid to somebody the way they just did something stupid to us. Easy. It's magic. I think I'm going to keep this hand. It needs a little help. But I don't mind the two cards it has that are playable. And we do have 6 blue sources in the deck. Pirate helps for sure. Let's curve out, baby. That touch is annoying, but I'll trade here if they attack in. Wow. Lots of mountains for us, huh? Time to ping. It's big. It's even bigger. Okay. So they've got some big dinos. That's pretty good. Man. These are almost all our mountain sources. I guess I'm gonna iceberg and hope we hit a blue land. Like, they're there somewhere. Kinda ridiculous, but that's okay. At least we have a good block on the axe draw at the moment. Hoping the defossilize would have been something like the Hatcher or something better. I'll double block. They're still 1 land away from their Triceratops. So I'm feeling okay with this. And we have defossilize as well. Like, we defossilize to get the treasure. Saheeli's pretty great. Okay. Let's do the map, because even if I defossilize to get the treasure from the pirate, right? Saheeli still doesn't have her permanent blue source. She's going to need to start popping off, so I think it's better for us to do the treasure and hope we get blue naturally and dig towards it than to defossilize to get it quickly. Such better targets for defossilize, and also like running out Saheeli and having defossilize still in your hands really great. We're not dying too quickly. Okay, I mean that's another color, it's fine. It's not blue. But we were due for green as well. At least it wasn't another mountain, right? So we'll get there. At least then it still don't have very good attacks. Yeah, I mean, like, what is this? I guess I'll bounce. I'm totally fine with them using that trick there. Alright, now we do need to defossilize to get the treasure, to play out a creature, to buy some time. That's staying. Oh my gosh, Saheeli on that's so broken. Right. The safe thing to do would be to run out the Nautilus instead of Saheeli, because I don't want to trade with Saheeli, right? And I can't activate her yet, but having her on board and have haste ready to copy the Hatcher for if we do top a blue land after the Hatcher has the highest upside. But the blocker for the Nautilus is just safer and better. It's really tricky. I can see the argument either way. Like, and if they have a removal spell they haven't popped because they don't have double black yet. Like the Nautilus, I'd much rather them remove the Nautilus than Saheeli. And if I have to block, like, yeah. We're gonna go for it. Too much thinking, not enough time. We're gonna draw a blue land after the Hatcher and celebrate. Be called the genius. That's fine. I don't like it. I'm sacking my pirate. Like, we gotta keep Saheeli for the Hatcher combo. That's how we get out of this. I also know they don't draw land, so they don't have the Triceratops yet. They still don't have very good attacks. So, yeah. They're gonna hit us for a little bit of damage, yeah. I'm just not gonna block any of that. We got a good blocker coming. Just need a blue land off the top. And then we can just start rolling. Till then, though, I think we have bought ourselves some time. In fact, I think I can attack, can't I? For 3. Yeah, that's safe. Put a little pressure back. There's their land. Okay, they did not do removal spell. That's good. Now that their Triceratops played, I'm gonna let them do this. If they have Join the Dead, like, clearly we lose out, right? But come on. Anything but that would have been good. I can't attack. I can't even block the Triceratops. If they want to attack with it, I'm not going to block it, so... They don't know that, though. But I wouldn't. How are you going to craft? If they craft here, I think that's actually pretty good for us. Very nice. Okay. So the last card, I don't think it's removable. Nice. That'll do for now. That'll definitely do for now. Let's just make another hatcher. That'll buy us at least another few turns. And watch how this happens. Ready? So the second hatcher makes the eggs, but then both hatchers work together to develop both eggs. It's absolutely broken, right? Look at all this. Absolutely ridiculous. And the eggs stay, even though the original 5-3 goes. I think we do want to attack at least with this. It's a free attack. I'm not sure I want to attack with the others. Like, I want to keep those back to block the Triceratops. You know? It just gets eaten if they attack in. Might be too conservative, but I'm okay with this. Really need that permanent blue source next. But those 3/3. Okay. Right. Okay. Settle down. Settle down with your gods. Oh, that's a very bad attack, isn't it? Right? Just take one of my dinos. I don't think they calculated that out. Oops. Blue off the top. I guess we're gonna discover, and all of our blue lands are gonna get shuffled to the bottom. Here we go. Oh, at least it was a crewmate. Hello? Oh, there goes a blue land. What's next after crewmate? Yeah, again, I can't attack. Like, I have to double block though here. I can't afford to kill off my Hatcher or my Saheeli. Yeah, I mean, even one attack's really bad because then they just chump block it, right? Maybe they'll think I have a trick. Aha! A genius. Love getting away with stuff like that. Ooh. Huatli. It's pretty good. They have some busto cards. God, a Huatli. Okay, John. I see you. I mean, we're gonna have to double block the god. And I'm not gonna block anything else. Like, am I taking 7 here? I guess I can chump with my crewmate. I'm not gonna chump 3/3 here. I don't think they have a trick. Gonna give them no credit. Good. Alright. Well, they're gonna be able to get that back if they want. But it's gonna be slow. Hello. Hello, hello. There's the island. And now we can just start making a million dinosaurs. And then when we want to draw cards, we can just draw a million cards with the Dreadmaw. Now that we have a bajillion dinosaurs. This is crazy. I think I just attack all almost, right? Because our Dreadmaw has haste. Can we kill them this turn? Not quite. Right? Block, block. Block. Eight. 14 down to 3. So close, but now we'll just do a few. We'll have to leave back some blockers, I think. In fact, I think the Dreadmaw needs to stay back, right? Because they can't attack into the 6/6. I might 2/3/3s, but by then it'll be too late. We're too wide. Yeah. I think we got them next turn. Probably won't die this coming up turn. It's close. Okay. They can't do everything. And there goes my fun. It's too late though, right? Gained a lot of life, but I still just have too much. Yeah, I don't think they could afford to do that. I guess they have to though, right? To make the 3/3s. Yeah, no, that's probably their best play. The real question is, do we want to bounce the tokens with our blue source, or do we bounce the lifelink? Do we have lethal if we bounce the lifelink? Block, block, block. 6, 7, 8. 11. But then almost everything dies, and then they're dead the turn after. I think that's good enough. Let's just get rid of the lifelinker. Yeah. Could kill a token here, but I think just getting lifelink off the board's better here. Yeah. And like, yeah, they're gonna have to block in a way that's kind of not so great. We'll win next turn. 1/1 on a 6/6 trample. Does not do it. What? Okay. If they have a board wipe, you know, we're slow to rebuild, but we do have a rebuild of sorts. I mean, they can get their, they can get their god back, but it's tapped. Doesn't do anything here. I think we're just too wide, and even if they gain 3, right? Yeah, they're just dead. Yeah, good game. There's our other blue. Quite the strange game, digging for blue, but we got there in the end. All of our blue is like on the bottom half of our deck. It's crazy. Let's we got it going though. Saheeli Hatcher is pretty busted. Sacho. That's not bad. I mean, it's like a mulligan to 6 because the Dreadmaw is like never gonna get cast anytime soon, but like a perfect curve out before then. Sentry. Ooh, Hatcher. Ooh, I mean, that makes me want to get my treasure token, right? From the aid. Could glyph here. It's a lot of pressure. Well, I think just attacking and then doing scouts better, though. Glyphing the map seems better than glyphing the Nautilus from a damage point of view. Although if we draw land, it's kind of temptation to do the aid so that I can get the treasure and play out Hatcher on turn 4. Especially if they're just going to be doing this. Yeah, it's not land. Maybe I should crack the map to see if I can find land and make our Nautilus a 2/5 if I don't. Doesn't seem terrible. Just play it slower and have companion go out. Now let's try and find a land here. If we don't, I mean, we win anyway, right? Okay. This is awkward. Very awkward. Huh. I mean, I want to aid, but like, I can't aid and pump my Nautilus, so I guess it's just going to be scout. Could hold my scout back to use the aid with it, but I think I'd rather just take 4, bite the bullet by not getting a trick, and then playing out the Hatcher. Although, I don't know, like, the trick's so good. If we could just draw green naturally, like, we win, and we have 4 in our deck. We have so many ways to make treasure that aren't aid. Might be better to just try and get green naturally. Save the treasure for the Dreadmaw. Like, drawing 3 cards off of Dreadmaw after Hatcher is really good too, right? And we need double green for that. And since we need double green for that, we might as well just wait to get our first green naturally maybe and use the treasure for double. Real question is, do I trade off my Nautilus either way, right? I could. But it's kind of holding off the other creatures, right? It's the only reason why he's not attacking with everything else, so if we trade off here, everything else attacks in. Could aid, but that doesn't really help us here except for guarantee Hatcher. I'm just gonna pass. And yeah, we're just gonna hopefully draw Hatcher naturally. Green has so many chances, and if we don't, I mean, okay, we'll just do the Cartographer or the Glyph. I don't feel like we're missing out that big, right? We still have a good turn. Or we can just be the best in the world at drawing our mana. That's why we put 4 in the deck. Just for this reason, because I did want that on turn. We did get there. So, that feels good. Get rid of that Scribe. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's good. The ramping, I'm sure they have Mural or something like that. We just don't have a lot of removal. We're going to have to kill them before they kill us. And yeah, them attacking with this Sentry just makes it so much easier for us to attack back. And they had to pull out of it. But now we have aid. Oh man, this is so gross. Right? Could do this plus aid, or this plus glyph, is good too. It's all pretty good. Can map and then hold open aid. I still like mapping our Nautilus. Like, we hit a 5. Of course we didn't. We hit a land. Like I was saying, if I could get that to 5, it would just make such a difference on this board. I guess we're just gonna go with the dinos. Right. And the scout. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll lose our big Hatcher dino, but we'll still be able to draw a card off of the Dreadmaw. And I like clearing their board a little bit more than I like saving our 5/3. It's all good. Okay, glad we cleared the board just a touch. That's a draw. Okay. Well, now I'm wondering if Dreadmaw is not the best. Maybe we just do Glyph and Cartographers. We can use the map as well. I guess we can Glyph after we do our other companion. Be able to explore plus Glyph. Set up our next draw. Seems reasonable. If we Glyph our, if this gets a 1/1 counter, the Glyph will make it too big to block profitably. Jeez, there's Saheeli. That's gross. Okay. Saheeli Dreadmaw is fantastic. So let's go ahead and do Glyph. If they have removal, it's bad. But, I mean, kind of want them to use it before we get Saheeli online, right? And we'll just discover into Saheeli if they kill that, so. Likewise, if they kill the 3/3 dino, we can always draw more cards off the Dreadmaw by making the copy. We do have the mana to do that next turn, since Saheeli's coming straight to the board now. I love discovering into the card you already know you're going to discover into and want to. It's quite the ramp. And none of that's going to be fast enough. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. We don't even need that land. Alright, so I think we should make a 6/6 trample haste that draws me a card. What do you think? Land, of course. Seems good. Let's do that every turn. We'll draw 2 cards and we'll make a 6/6 trampler that dies anyway. Every single turn. Seems fair. Yeah, they're gonna have to discover and get lucky here. I guess they get the scry first. Top. That's concerning. But is it too late? Okay, I mean, that'll buy them some time. They need to lodestone Saheeli. And they'll still have a 6/6 trampler they have to deal with. It's not good. I think they're just dead on board, right? Yeah. They were dead on board. Cool. Okay. It's keepable. Really want to draw an island with this, but we have some ways to dig a little if we need to. Treasure map can really help out quite a bit if it comes to it. It's a lot of green. We're only running 4 forests, so A little bit of an awkward draw there. That's alright. They get a free rummage here. It would have been free anyway. That makes me feel a little bit better. Knowing that they have the device, I think trading off... Ooh. Okay, they have white. You're discarding the reliquary. Okay. Buried treasure does give us access to colors. I think we're just going to play out the 2-1 to try and trade off with the glyph, though. In fact, I think we can just tap Militia in this map. Actually, no. They can give haste to something. So I'm just going to tack in for 1. There's no point in tapping the map. It's about the same, I guess. But I'm easily going to throw my Cartographer Companion. Did they just discard another? No. Okay. Yes, they did discard 2 reliquaries there. That's a little awkward. Our blue land did come. See if we can draw some action. Oh no, we just milled our Saheeli. That's tragic. Moving on with life. It's actually pretty annoying. Crap. We have a defossilize somewhere. Saheeli would be so good. Yes, it is a good game. I'm sorry you're stuck on lands. I guess I want to scry first. See what we're doing here. Definitely do not need more land here. Let's go red. Pirate. Then we'll hit for 2. I am concerned about what's going to happen when they do find their white sources. But I guess mapping is worth it. Let's get this out of a braid range. Crewmate's good enough to keep. Tap, tap. Okay. I mean... yeah, there's the white source. Okay. Well, good thing our creatures are pretty big. When they attacked, that was pretty aggressive of them. I don't know if they had the space to do that. Let's see what we hit with crewmate. Pirates is fine. Okay. It's not bad. More treasure we spend before we do the buried treasure, the worse our buried treasure gets, but I think we should still see what's on top and put that blue land on bottom. Tapping down the 1/1 pushes more damage, but I think tapping down the flyer buys us more time. It's probably more important here. You know? This is actually a pretty close race. I think we are still winning it, but the fact they can give haste definitely brings another element to it. No reason not to ping for an extra 1 here. Man, Saheeli would be so broken here, copying the pirates. Frustrated. Lifelink. Another pirate. Okay. Slightly problematic. Lifelink is pretty good at racing. Don't like that. Kind of flooding out too. 4 lands to my bajillion lands, and I've even had to scry lands to the bottom. It's getting gross. Glyph is good enough to keep. Let's... I mean, I kind of want to... flip the inverted, even though it means that we're going to draw less card. because of the treasure token being used, but I think that's right. It's the best use of our mana this turn. I guess we have a okay attack here and there. Not too many good ones though. Love if they trade off their 1/1 here. Expense of my 2/1. Now let's leave that back. Okay. Tap the treasure. I think I'm just gonna tap crewmate and militia here as well. I mean, they're just so close to dead. It's annoying. Interesting, okay. So, triggers. Huh. Go up to 8. Yeah, this is a close race. Lifelink really makes a difference. Bats pulling overtime. It's slightly annoying. Don't think they're dead on board. We can always draw a card and see what we get as well. The best way out of this, I think, is just to force some trades. What worries me is what they're thinking about so hard. Okay, another lifelinker. Okay. Let's start by drawing a card. What's that win? It's close, if nothing else. We have to glyph this treasure. Play out another buried treasure. And then the device. I guess the device and then the buried treasure, right? It's the direction you're supposed to do it. I don't think it matters. Right? Are they just dead here? It's close. Guess I'll make their blocks difficult. Yeah. And if they're not careful here, they're just gonna lose to pings. We'll see. So close. Is there any reason to hold our last card in hand? Probably not. Can always make it haste next turn. I'm gonna ping instead. big. Oh, I don't think they could afford to do that attack. That was way too aggressive. I guess we can start by drawing a card if I want. I don't think it's necessary though, right? They're just dead on board. Nautilus haste. Yeah, this is Dobbs, right? Not missing anything. It's a close game. They had some scary cards. We flooded out. They kind of got mana screwed. Both got there in the end. Our deck was just stronger, I think. Really close race, though. Really close. Three wins. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, look at that. If they don't kill Captain Storm, this just explodes, right? I mean, kill Captain Storm or deal with a 4/4 attacking in and then a 6/6. If they kill Captain Storm, we just cry, I guess is what we should rename this hand. They have it. They have it. No. They definitely have it. Oh, now we cry. This hand's not nearly as good once Storm is gone. In fact, it's quite weak. But I think we have to play into it. Yeah. Here it comes. At least they had to use a braid. It didn't hit our hatcher. If we can get some green land going. Be in an okay spot. In fact, I think... Yorgo, are you kidding me? I'm gonna mute you. Dear Lord, don't play Magic if you're in such a rush. I think what we're gonna do is 3-drop plus map, explore, hope we hit a land, or we could do 2-drop. Better blocker. Tough choices here. Might be wrong. If we don't hit a green land this next turn, it'll have been the wrong play, but I don't know, developing out the board seems okay. Second, a braid. Militia instead of Nautilus. There's the green land. Oh my goodness, did we do it? It's the second time we've hit the green land on turn 5 as we needed to. This is why we're running 4 of them. Is that it does calculate out to be a turn 5 play. High probability. Jeez. Breaches. Our deck's insane. Double braid and breaches. Gosh. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and make this into 4 toughness. Whiff. Guess I'll try again. I mean, come on. There you go. Oh, that's actually super good. Although we don't have the second green. Need to leave back 2 3/3 blockers here. Hitting him for 6 is not bad though. Be able to play out that. More card draw. Raptor's fine. Okay. Oh, don't think we need to show them that we have this. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess, do I need Hatcher? Or am I willing to trade off to the Raptor? I guess our Nautilus is a free attack. But it's a lot of damage coming in, right? I mean, they're gonna have to make some trades. Yeah, they're just dead here, right? They had to block the Nautilus. Oopsie. Your go. No, I shouldn't be bitter like that, but I am glad I muted them. I do encourage you, if you come across somebody who's making you feel rushed or just is rude, just mute them. Don't even hesitate. It's okay. Play at your own pace and let them be in their own world, I suppose. 4 wins. It's a pretty quick one. When this deck goes, it goes. And when we hit... Gosh, we've only lost to Ingenuity so far, right? That's just a bomb. So can't fault us for that. I'd say our deck is doing pretty well. I still don't think it's as fun as landing when we were playing Galta. Landing Galta was a highlight for sure. They're playing us, and my guess is since they were ranked up to us, they have a pretty stellar deck, but our hand looks pretty fantastic, right? I mean, even the ramp to get to the Hatcher on turn 4. Although now that we have the glyph, maybe I'm just going to play the digestive here. Gosh, every color. Nice. Nice to see the splash. You know what? I think digest is just fine here. I can always ramp next turn, but I mean, digestive glyph is probably better than a turn 4 Hatcher. In a lot of ways. Love that we have all our colors though. It's really nice. Plus, I mean, if we can save Buried Treasure for the Dreadmaw double green, I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's try and trade here. Clearly, they don't have black yet. They're discarding black 1-drops. Seems reasonable to get rid of their looter if they're struggling. Yeah, they're definitely struggling. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just put out the treasure anyway. Could think of worse than playing out Hatcher. Okay, Pirates is pretty good too, though. Like I said, if we can save that treasure for the Dreadmaw, that's probably better. But I don't know, man. Hatcher turn 4 is pretty good too. You could go either way. We'll get more artifacts for the glyph. We'll get that other green source for the Dreadmaw. Very least we have Discover 5 sitting in our graveyard for next turn, or Pirates if we need to. Be fine. That touch is inconvenient. Be okay. Ooh. Well, there's our other artifact, our ramp, and our second green source. That's pretty much game, right? Dreadmaw next turn. I think it gets much better than that. In fact, I'm tempted to not even attack. Draw 3 seems better. We get bit if they board wipe here, but I'm not going to play around it. Can't wait to draw 3. It's gonna feel good, and it's gonna be a haste 6/6 trample that drew 3. Incredible. I imagine they probably are playing into Fossilized if they're playing land cyclers, but maybe not. Double Death Touch is also quite annoying. Let's go with Dreadmaw over the red dino. We'll be able to cast that next turn. Yeah. Draw 3 is always good enough. I think this is a pretty easy swing out, right? I mean, yeah, they have Death Touch. I want Hatcher back so that my next dinosaur gets haste. But they can trade for everything else. I love them trampling for 5 here. It's fine. We can tap it down, can't we? But then we can't do everything we want to do. Just play it slower. Make a glyph. Won't have haste, but that seems pretty good. Give him an option to trade. Good. We still have tap down or trample dinosaur haste. I mean, both are great. I mean, I'll block here. Doesn't trigger descend. Sure, we're more vulnerable to a board wipe, but we got really good stabilization after a board wipe anyway. They'd get us with it anyway if that was the card. Yeah, collapse is fine. We don't have haste win yet anymore. It's kind of annoying. But, I mean, I almost don't want to overextend myself, right? We're already winning. Maybe keep my best cards in hand still. Just play out map. And Cartographer's Companion, maybe? After we scry, of course. Don't want land. Get out of here. Yeah, I like this. We have 3 threats that are lethal. 2 important cards held back in hand. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. Okay. 5-1. Let's go. Not quite as fun as slamming the 12-12 Galta, though. I will say that. But, I mean, 5-1 is also just fun in and of itself, right? Winning is fun. People who watch my channel a lot ask me to show more drafts where things go wrong, you know, where it really bombs during the draft. This is an okay start hand. I'm definitely going to keep it. It's a little slow, though, with my first play being on 3. I will say that. But, you know, that's kind of the cool part about being open to 3, 4, 5 color decks is that, I mean, yeah, this deck did not get as much removal as I wanted it to get. But at the same time, like, it's pretty hard to completely crash and dive bomb if you're pretty open, but also have the experience to know, like, how do you rein in that openness? How do you get it to a place where it works? So, don't have too many drafts that just completely dive bomb. Like, I don't sit there and say, oh yeah, you know, I went to white and then it wasn't there and it just didn't work out. Like, that doesn't happen. More likely to say that, like, hey, my 2 and 1 drops don't line up perfectly. So it's going to be awkward, but it'll be okay. Wow, okay. OP's got some stuff they're doing. We got some stuff too, but not nearly as much stuff. I think I'm going to put out Companion and hope we hit on the map here so that I have a good blocker. It's a little risky. Want to trade. At least we can trade, but I am going to bin this. I don't want that. I like land. So yeah, I mean, I think the biggest risk of my drafts are, did I get 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drops that line up well enough with my my color demands in my deck. That is a very good play by them. Now I feel very far behind. Yeah, and that's not really the best draw, is it? I guess we can do that and hold open the aid. Not good. Holding open aid doesn't feel good here. Especially since like X-Jaw is coming and I know it's coming. It's going to be pretty big. I guess we have a Dreadmaw coming as well. This game's been weird. We have our colors. I mean, we're doing fine. It's been weird. Now we're getting hatchered. Where's my hatcher? I could have had a hatcher last turn with my treasure. Why didn't I have my hatcher in hand? That's absolutely so disgusting. Okay. I'm done complaining, but we're probably going to lose to this hatcher. Yeah. I mean, I gotta do this, but that axe jaw is gonna have haste now. I mean, it's like too much damage on the board, right? Because if I play out this, I can tap down the 5/3, but still gonna swing it with the axe jaw. I almost want to tap down the 3/3 so they have to trade with their 5/3 if they want to attack in. And I'm not gonna block the axe jaw anyway. I'm a little bit aggressive here, but I'm okay with it. I feel like I'm trying to force some things here. Maybe it's the wrong play though. Playing Teamer as well. Teamer's good. Wonder if they're splashing for Defossilize though. What if they have Saheeli for the combo? Axe jaw. Maybe they watch my videos. Maybe they got this idea from me. Gosh. They could have been... Nah, they probably weren't in our pod. They could have been in our pod though. I mean, we saw a million kin colors in our pod, didn't we? I mean, okay. I'll get rid of your haste. This is why we tap down the 3/3. Still just really far behind here. It's not gonna do it. We have to play out the 6/6 to be able to eat and stay alive. I hate that I'm not drawing a card here, but this is the only thing that really stabilizes the board, truly. We'll go to 1 if we're lucky. Yep. It's game. Game OP. Pretty much got hatchered. We deserved it. We have a hatcher of our own. We killed people with that card plenty of times today. And when we Saheeli'd it, it was even grosser. So it's a near perfect dinosaur deck on the other end. Well played. 5 wins. You know, this deck could go the distance. Who knows? I think it's good. 5 wins is good enough as is, right? If you can get 5 wins every time, like, take it. And this style deck has always gotten minimum 4 for me, so seems like a very safe strategy to implement. Looks great. I mean, it's still a little slow. But we can have haste starting on turn 3 with the scout and the device. Map's okay. It's a little slow, but it's fine. We'll go device first over map. Our opponent is on the play and they went 1 drop, 2 drop. 3 drop. Yeah, we could lose here. Just being on the draw. I don't know if we can catch up. We kind of have to play our 3-3 now, right? Not even gain 3 life, just to be able to block the 2-2. Double strike now. Any removal and we lose this game. And that's as good as removal because now we have to take 6. Yeah, pretty much lost this game, haven't we? We can map treasure to try and make our king collar into a 4-4. That's our only hope. Saheeli's hope too. Okay, hold on. No, we need the treasure, don't we? We have to make it a 4-4. So we have to hit card. Although Saheeli... no. We need help this turn. Okay. Well... it's a shame we can't even really attack. We need this to hit a card and not a land. I'll attack. Risk it. Because if we can hit a land here, or not hit a land here, be stable. This pause is super sus. They have the leap card, +1/+3 untap. Flying. Not good. Permanent. Good. I'm gonna graveyard that. Okay. No removal, please. Pirate's great. I think they have ambush in their hand because they pause so long for the scout. But I don't have a choice, right? Because I can't take 8 anyway. They blow me out here. That's what it is. And our next best hope now is to draw black land for defossilize. That's not it. I don't think Saheeli does enough here. We can chomp our way out of it, hopefully. We can scry and hope to get something more going, but we can't even really attack. And the haste doesn't really matter, because we don't have the extra red land to activate anyway. It's not good enough. Yeah. I think this is just me having 5 lands. My opponent has 3 lands, and then they had nothing but action every single turn they've been on the play. It's absolutely gross. Yeah. Well, chump block, go to 4. Yep. Alright, well, that's game. I guess we could see what we draw, but don't think there's anything we can draw after we spend this mana, right? Even Hatcher doesn't really do it. No, land won't do it. Let's see what we're at. Nope. Nowhere close. Good game. Well, I think our deck had the means to go the distance, but I mean, when your opponent has 3 lands and just action, 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 battle trick, battle trick, battle trick, what you gonna do? Not much. They were on the play. 5 wins, 3 losses. Fantastic little deck. Nice little splashes to fossilize, but mainly just playing a teamer deck. I'm going to jump into another draft here. Try and get 2 videos out this week. So thanks for joining me. See you in the next videos. And we'll probably be doing more 4 and 5 color drafts.